Filmmaker Michael Moore said that President Donald Trump would win a second term, but lose the popular vote if the election were held today. If the vote were today, I believe he would win the electoral states that he would need, because, living out there, I will tell you, his level of support has not gone down 1 inch. In fact, I'd say it's even more rabid than it was before, because they're afraid now. They're afraid he could lose, because they watch his behavior. So they're voracious in their appetite for Donald Trump. That's the bad news, Moore said during an interview with Democracy Now! The good news is, again, number one, never forget, there's more of us than there are of them. The majority of the American people agree with us. 70% of the voters next year are women, people of color and young adults. Okay, all that on our side, he added. Moore urged the Democratic Party to make sure they do not give voters another Hillary Clinton to vote for in 2020. The Democrats who are encouraging moderation, go to the center. You know, let's not upset the angry white guys, that's really what it is. You know, the voter they're trying to convince, that's why we've got to have Biden. You know, we've got to have Klobuchar. We've got to have somebody that is somewhere there, wherever that middle is now. There's really nobody in that middle. By the way, even the Fox News poll last week showed that 54% supported impeachment and conviction, and 40% didn't. And then they asked the question, how many of you would support impeachment but no removal? It was at 4%, 5%. I mean, it was like, there's nobody in that trying to have it both ways. So, it is polarized, but for a good reason. Polarization is always talked about like it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, he added. Moore said Democrats can win the presidency in 2020 if the party puts somebody on that ballot that excites the base, including people of color, women and young people, when they wake up that morning and they feel the way that many of us, many of you watching, felt the morning that you were going to, in 2008, and you were going to get to go and vote for Barack Obama, and you couldn't believe this was happening in your lifetime, that if you remember that feeling, you know, I'm not talking about, we're not going to discuss his 8 years. I'm just talking about that morning, Moore said. That feeling has got to happen in the 18 to 35-year-old demographic. It has to happen with people of color and with women. We already feel that way. They already feel that way. It's just, will they come out and vote for a centrist, moderate candidate? I don't think that is going to happen. They're going to come out and vote for the fighter, for the person that shares their values, he added. Let's block ads. Why?